Welcome everybody to the Offbeat podcast. Hey, the podcast about music and everything in and around it. My name is Rick. We are here, as one Shannon O would say.
What up?
What's going on?
I'm here, man.
Looking fresh. Fresh. Over to the right, we have, as per usual, Mr. Jose Alexander Garapa.
Thank you.
With an X.
Yes.
Does it still apply?
Yeah,
even though I said it in
always.
Spanish? You heard it here first.
One F in the last name.
Okay.
Yes. Is it two?
Yeah.
It's one F, two R's.
I was mess it up.
That one's the hard
You
one.
didn't mess it up. It's one F, two R's.
No, but normally, I'd be
Two F, two R's.
It's like-
double F's,
Yeah.
one R.
Oh,
Like,
got you.
Thankfully, the phones do this for us now, and we don't have to remember. And rounding out our couch, Mr. Mike Williams, thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem. All right.
Looking fresh and crisp as usual.
I just had, because Xander is always fresh. When I look, I'm like, I
Ooh.
can't look
Appreciate
too
you,
bummy.
son.
So I would have just came in sweat. So, like, yeah.
What am I?
Yeah, sweats are allowable.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
comfort, I think,
Oh.
trumps fashion sometimes.
Yeah.
Depends on what mood you're in,
It's true.
right?
and when all else fails, just go a UMass swag.
Oh, you mean like
That is my alma
this
mater.
right here? Oh, that's so weird that
It is
you.
my alma mater.
Did you guys know?
I think it's genius.
I mean,
Shout out to the basketball team who won the classic yesterday.
Shout out.
I think it'll be
Yeah.
genius because it's a great segue. We were in New Haven, and we
a
we
little,
had-
little salty. I didn't get the invite.
it was
a little bit.
Well, we're gonna talk about
Did y'all
it. So
do
you got-
Sally's and?
You can get the
no, see, there's no and. So, and the next time, you're going to be right there with us.
Ah, okay.
Especially coming up. Yep, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But you
I
get
didn't
to
mean cut
enjoy
you.
it post-coitus. So now that we enjoyed it, we're here.
I don't think you get to say that with a straight face. Guys, do you agree? Do you get to say post-coitus without taking a pause? Leave it in the comments. Shannon, please continue.
So we're in New Haven. Went to Sally's Pizza. We'll get to that in a second. But we took a tour. We walked down, I guess, the New Haven town center. We were by Yale, so that's why I bring up. He was
Deep
he was-
in Yale.
He was like, I should have had the. Wait, you did have the UMass swag on.
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was nighttime, so it wasn't like I was being like loud about it. You know what I'm saying?
He
But
was like, yeah, UMass here around the Yale lights. Is that what they're called? The Yale students, the Yale lights. Probably
That's a
not.
great. You know what? We'll find out. Hopefully before
Little
the end of this
hood
podcast.
in the Yale area.
Go on.
Little hood.
We were walking,
Yeah.
and we passed some questionable individuals.
Yes.
People try to solicit us for the devil's lettuce,
Oh yeah.
the weeds.
Yep.
Wow.
It was
It's
eventful.
just a classic, like, you know, 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and then everything is like completely different as soon as you get to the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
the
block. Like,
escalation's real.
Yeah,
no, it's
man.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's boom.
shocking.
We hit one block. We leave out of a decent block. We were by Wooster Street. This is what Sally's. Wooster Street.
Okay. Yes.
It's weird. It's a weird name.
There's that park right there.
Yeah, it was nice. The Wooster Street was nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wooster. That's tough to say a lot of times.
Yep.
So it was nice.
Oh,
And then-
real quick, the sun and the like golden hour vibes when we showed up, perfect timing.
Oh, great.
Shout out to that.
Yes,
to that. Okay,
yes.
so back to you. Sorry.
No,
So
we did.
we walked by Wooster Street. We kept on going, and then it was nice. And then we hit the kind of the hood spots. We're like, oh, okay, head on a swivel, and then we go past Yale. Yale was bumping. It felt like it was 11 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
but it was only like 7.
Yeah, it was not.
There was
Yeah.
a lot of people outside. It was.
But to be fair, and I don't know where society is with this right now, but like the whole like, oh, it's fallen, it's dark at like 4 in the afternoon is still always weird. Like
Yeah.
I can't turn that off. It's nighttime. You do nighttime shit at night,
Yeah.
regardless of what the clock says.
Yeah, there was a lot of people out in the streets though.
Yes.
When we came back, it kind of mellowed out. It was
But
like
it was a beautiful, there was like 60s. It
Dude,
was
yeah.
also a beautiful November odd day.
it was.
Was it
So-
a Saturday?
It was a Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes,
It was like 60 degrees because we were just wearing hoodies,
Yeah.
Oh,
walking
yeah.
freely. But since we're in New Haven, we visited Sally's APizza, one of the top-rated pizzas in New Haven or Connecticut.
The state, the whole country.
Yeah.
Was it a 9.4 that Mr. Dave Portnoy scored it? I believe it was a 9.4, 9.5. Pretty high.
Yeah, it was
that?
a 9. It was a 9.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Dave Portnoy, Stu Prez of Barstool Sports. He does One Bite pizza reviews.
You never seen it?
No.
No, I don't. Not a big.
It's about to get.
It's
Okay,
okay.
so you still have. You have 9. You had 9.
All just going off of the data.
So what do you have for it?
You want me to rate the pizza?
What's the scale?
Yes.
We're going 1 through 5 or 1 through 3. I know you're a 1 through 3er. But I feel like I was thinking about it today. Not. It sounds like we're getting off.
It's okay.
1, 2, 3 is too like good, bad, in between. I feel
That's
like
all it is.
It is. It's like
literally.
yeah. But
'Cause
like
it's mid. Whoa, it's mid. Join on my lap.
there should be a little bit more wiggle room because sometimes stuff
1
is.
through 10. Let's just give it the Dave Portnoy rating system. Just
Oh
go-
gosh.
Give it what you got, bro.
Geez, that's tough.
Yes,
All right,
I'm
so
putting
if
you
I'm
on.
rating it 1 through 10, although Shannon, to your point, you could add decimals
Oh, we are, yes.
for nuance.
Yeah.
So 1 through 3 still works in my opinion. But anyway, we'll go to the 1 through 10 metric system. All right, so Sally's a pizza, right?
Sally's Pizza.
Okay, Sally's a pizza. We're
1
rating.
through 10.
All right, so if I were to rate Sally's a pizza, you don't say the A at the end, right? It's a pizza.
It's a pizza.
Beats. They say mozzarella.
Before you go, this is my thing with ratings of a scale of Sally's.
Okay.
If you didn't know that it was popular, what would you rate it? That's where people get caught up because you automatically want to downgrade it and say, oh, it's not that dope because it's so high, or because it's high, it's really good.
Now I'll tell you this. Before we get into the ratings, let's talk about the experience,
Okay.
and then we'll go. We'll hit the ratings. So we get there. I'll let you describe it.
Oh, you want me to?
When we
All right.
arrive.
So we pull up.
Pull up.
So we pull up.
Before we get there,
All right, where are we going?
hold on. For the record, my truck doesn't reverse. I've been driving a truck that doesn't reverse.
For the record.
I've been raw dogging life. My truck does not reverse. So we take my truck. The day started off nice because we found a spot. They have no regular parking. You have to parallel park. We arrive. I had a pull-in spot. It was miracle.
It was the most immaculate timing I've ever witnessed in my life. It was like, we're pulling up, car pulling out. Perfect parking. Sally's is right here. Like, I'm like, this is amazing.
Yes.
Like, it literally was like, we got out of the car, like, our moods were like uplifted by like plus 10%. Easily. Because we had to face a line. And the line was probably, let's go 10 to 15 heads deep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Sounds about right?
Yep.
Probably hour and a half wait.
Yeah, that's about right.
Again, the vibes were good. We're chilling. Everybody just waiting. It's like, hey,
The weather was perfect.
weather was great.
It was nice. A lot of people were going by.
Yeah.
It was a good scenery. It was good.
Some loud cars randomly, as per usual, bumping whatever wonderful bass. Pause. Sorry, I was about to jump off the train again. So we're waiting in line, and then we get called. Xander, I'll let you take it from there.
Oh, thank you. So as we enter the place, I noticed the vibe already is a very old school vibe. They have this seating arrangement. It's the booth,
Old school.
a very old school booth. Right to my left, and we still don't know if this is true or not, what it is a platinum plaque. I'm going to go because we don't know. Michael Bolton, I
Yes,
believe it was.
Michael Bolton.
Wow.
Yes.
Plaque to my left. So I'm like, Rick, and we're speaking about it because it's a talk. They have a lot of conversation pieces in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was obviously one of them. So Michael Bolton, if you're watching the podcast, can you please confirm, do you have a platinum plaque at Sally's Pizza?
Is that the real one?
And
we need
why?
to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was there. It was-
But the one thing is, this place that I noticed, this is my first time there, was they're always busy. No matter when you go, just know that you're going to be in a line, and that's just part of the experience. So don't be like, oh, there's so many people, I go later on. No, it's going to be a line at all times, it seems like. So once you get in there, and you get sitting down, you get help right away. There might be a dude that's gonna upsell you. Okay, he did it to us. It worked beautifully. If you're watching,
Oh my gosh.
it worked. It worked.
the upsell.
Yes. because we were gonna order 2 large pizzas, which now that I'm thinking about it, would have been enough. It would have been.
It would have.
Because we took a lot. Which, by the way, I hope you ate it because I was like, damn, he took all the pizza.
Ended up at
You
my house.
three.
And yes, we definitely.
Thank
did.
you.
You 3.
Us 3, we had
2 large pizzas.
No. So we were gonna get 2 large, but we got 3 mediums.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes. Wait.
Yes. It was
Yes.
one
Yeah.
cheese, the
Yep,
cheese
right.
that scored a 9.x, whatever. And then we had a pepperoni.
Yep.
Bacon.
Pepperoni
One and a half bacon.
Pepperoni
Yep.
bacon.
And then
The potato joint.
Potato with the
Potato
bacon on
joint.
top.
Right.
It was potato rosemary.
Yes.
Amazing.
That had to be fire.
So we had those 3, and again, we all enjoyed them, but it was too much pizza. Like,
Let's back it up
Yes.
a smidge. Shannon. It had been a long day. It was probably like 4 or 5 p.m. in the afternoon, something like that. I hadn't eaten in I don't know how long. Waiting an hour and a half for your food on top of already being hungry.
Oh, my goodness.
We were famished.
Yes.
Like we were like, this
Yeah.
pizza could have been, for all intents and purposes,
could have been
trash.
mid. Could've
Yes.
been- yeah.
And oh my god, it's
We
incredible.
were
So,
we
like,
were in line and the door opened and we got that waft of like pizza air.
Yep.
And it hit us. We were
Took
like,
you
we
out.
are
Yeah.
hungry. And yeah, it was wild. We did get upsold a couple times. He was upselling everybody.
Yes.
Like we're ear hustling because he was
Yeah.
the people behind us. He was like, you probably want to get no more than 3 because it's gonna fall apart. You probably want to add this to this. I'm like, this man wheeling and dealing.
yeah. He even said it will cook better if you get a medium.
he did say that.
Because the large, it was like, what? I
This
mean,
dude on commission? Like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
would
I
we-
don't know,
Yo,
but
my
he
guy
was,
said, and I don't know if this is true or not. It was delicious no matter what. But he's
Yes.
like, you should get bacon on this potato rosemary pizza because it'll help it cook better.
Yes.
Which is, I don't know if it's true or not.
maybe
but
like the grease. The grease.
The grease, yeah.
But I
Yeah.
would say overall, the potato pizza with the bacon was better than without the bacon.
yes.
So I give him props.
So technically, yes.
he was right. We just
Well-
felt swindled.
He was right in the sense that the bacon goes well. I don't know if the whole theory about making it cook better. That
I will say
don't
though,
know.
Debatable.
I will say
Yes.
I've been to a number of pizzerias that have the same style of pizza. The bigger pizzas are a little more floppier, so I'll give them a little bit. I'll give them a little bit more grace on that. You know how when we
No, you're right.
it was just weak.
Yes.
Because the larger ones, yeah. So I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I still feel like we were definitely
mean,
upsold.
whether it's true or not, yeah, he did his thing. and
Again,
I'm so-
part of the experience, right?
Yes,
Part of
exactly.
the experience. It's
Yeah.
like, like
We
you're
took it.
there, like it is what it is. We had a great time.
And constantly people in and out. It was
Dude, yeah.
And let's talk about listen, lady. If you were at Sally's Pizza on whatever day it was, what day? What was the date?
Oh,
Oh,
it's a
gosh.
Saturday.
It was a Saturday. Whatever.
Saturday.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You approached us to ask us about our pizza. Your face was so close to our pizza during a post-pandemic state. Don't do that to people. I'm talking about she was. This is the where the pizza is. She was like, "Oh, what pizza you guys have here?" In our face.
Wow.
I'm like, that was a lot.
Yes.
Yep.
We all looked at her like, this lady was in our pizza,
Yes.
which was wild.
Extremely friendly. Extremely friendly.
Yeah. So that all being said, now let's go into the ratings.
Okay. So let's just rate the cheese, just because I think that's an easy, using the same formula, right? It's like you've had a million cheese pizzas. Where does this cheese pizza stack up against other cheese pizzas? All right. I'm going to give it a fair shot and say that the cheese pizza, it was 1 billion degrees initially. It really was, but we were starving,
Yeah.
so it was like, you just
Yeah.
got to deal with it. Once it got past that and I could actually taste it, I'll give it like an 8.
Yep.
Strong, but like not like I would rank in terms of well, again, if we're staying just on cheese pizza, then I have to give it an 8.
Okay.
Right. It's very easy to compare to other delicious toppings because it
Fair.
changes
Yeah.
the conversation.
I don't eat cheese pizza.
You don't eat.
No, I'm not gonna eat cheese pizza. No.
If we're rating cheese pizza first,
Pause.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Wow.
my go-to rating for the cheese pizza, I'm not a fan of cheese pizza, but for
Yeah.
the sake of we
The
had to
conversation.
try it and
Yeah.
all that, I give the cheese pizza a 7.8. That's my rating. Just plain cheese.
I like it.
For the cheese, yeah, I'll go with Rick too. It was a solid 8. I like the undercarriage to be crispy. I think it was just a little too like the edges, because I like the edges. They were burnt. They were completely burnt. I guess I like my pieces to be burnt, but it was like that was black.
Yeah, I don't.
So now it's like okay. So that's why I kind of. But the taste was good.
Now, go ahead.
No, because I was gonna say I get it if we're gonna go with the whole, just the cheese, great. But then just talk about the 2 other pizzas.
Okay.
It can't not be left out.
No, they can't be left out.
So let's go with the bacon and pepperoni. Is that what we got?
Yep.
First, I asked Shannon because I like my bacon to be crispy.
Same.
Anything
Yeah.
bacon has, I like it crispy.
Yeah.
Shannon said it's not really crispy here. It's cooked, but it's not crispy. But trust me, this is how it should be. I automatically was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I like that crunch factor. So, go ahead, Shannon.
So we got the pizza. I think the pepperoni bacon pizza, I'll give it a solid 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5 is the number. It was good. And I'll get into a little bit afterwards about my rating.
See, I'm gonna have a hard time here because, like, what are we comparing it to? Pizza for like all pizza of all time.
In general.
All right, I'm overthinking it, you guys. But I just want to be accurate with my ratings.
That's fair. I respect it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably go 5 or 6 on the pepperoni bacon one.
Out of 10.
5 or 6
Yeah.
out of 10?
Yep.
Whoa.
It was mid?
It was absolutely
That's mid,
very
yeah.
run of the mill. There was nothing particularly special about it.
I did not see that coming
me-
I love
whatsoever.
Whoa,
What's
Mid.
I mean, come on, like, okay,
Now
I
we're
did
cooking.
not see that
I
coming.
like it.
there's no effort. It's bacon grease.
Yes.
Bacon grease. It's bacon grease and pepperoni.
grease.
Like, it's
This
gonna
is
be delicious.
amazing.
So, like, you don't really have to try hard. You know what I mean?
But the pepperoni was top tier.
Yeah, of
Are they
course.
the little cup ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are good. Yeah.
I did not see that rating coming once. Listen,
Bro.
judging by how the pizza was scarfed down, I did not see a 5-6 coming.
I did not. I mean,
You know what? Like a 5 is like a little above like.
that's like
Find it-
Domino's.
yeah.
I was thinking like
Yeah.
Roaring Domino's.
Yeah, a little more.
Pepperoni, meat
I don't see what the
lovers.
big deal is, guys.
No,
I really-
no. This is respectably.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's your
It
call.
is
Wow.
again. It's like this massively unfair advantage. Like, to get a good cheese pizza, it's like, how good is your cheese? How good is your sauce? Like,
That's
your dough.
what
Like,
it
there's a
is.
million
Your
different
dough,
things.
yeah.
Like, if you're throwing
You said that's a cheat code?
it absolutely. What's not to like about pepperoni bacon? It's like quintessential, like, delicious always. It's like,
But you can't. But
Wait.
hold on. But to what you're saying is you can't rate just a plain cheese.
This is what we're doing. Okay, go ahead.
An 8.
I rate. We kept, and this is why I asked. We kept the cheese by itself in its own category.
No, but still,
we can't include all pizza. We
No,
can't. It's-
That's fine. But if by your rationale, you're saying it's a cheat code to have bacon and pepperoni. It's a cheat. You're saying it's a cheat code. Okay, I don't agree that's a cheat code. But if you're saying the plain pizza by itself is an 8, if the bacon and pepperoni is going to elevate it even more.
Nope.
No, he said it made it work. Pretty much, it made
Again,
it work.
Right.
Again.
Yeah, no,
That's
we get it.
crazy. Yeah.
That's what we're like. Whoa,
That's
Boy,
wild.
No.
Crazy.
Independently looking at these two things,
No.
they are not. There's no overlap.
There's
Zero
no
overlap.
But it's kind of because it's the same base.
I can't. No.
Like if you went and only had that's what the way you looked at it.
But please,
If I
go
give
ahead.
you white rice and then I give you arroz con gandules, that is unfair.
No, it is.
unfair.
Yeah,
different
right.
things. Two
Yeah.
different things.
No, it is not. It's no, it is.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
You're taking dough and you're putting something on it. Cheese, white rice. We're comparing white rice to white rice.
But you can't say the white rice is an 8 and the arroz con gandules is a 5. You can't say that.
Because then, oh my gosh.
So
All right, I gotta stop.
just to be fair towards Rick, I have heard people love white rice, just love white rice, and just be like, and then the Spanish rice was the hokongandula or the yellow
Yeah.
rice. They'd be like, nah, I don't really I don't really care about
Too
that.
much for their palate.
Sure, which is for us it's crazy. I get it,
Yeah.
but I can understand
Yeah.
people really like white rice and not really mess with. So I've heard of that. But going back to your theory, as far as being just adding bacon and pepperoni to any pizza, it's not a cheat code because I've had bacon and pepperoni on a pizza. Sure, it tastes good,
Still trash.
but this was like, damn, the pepperoni, the meat pepperoni was
Yes.
good. So that's a
I'm
huge.
not saying it wasn't.
What's your
No,
take
no,
on the bacon?
no,
What's
wait,
your take on
this-
the bacon?
Hold on, because I need to go back here because if you're not saying it wasn't a 5, saying it is.
Crazy.
A 5 is Domino's.
Yes, like
A
5
5 is Domino's.
Any
Again,
lower than that,
it
it's
is-
like
I'm not-
Friday school lunch pizza.
Yes.
Those would
The
be it.
what is it?
Elios.
Elios is a
Elios.
3.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
so hilarious.
Again, just to be because maybe I'm seeing a 5 differently as you are, but a 5 to me sucks. Like
Yeah,
a 5
no.
is like
No.
it's mid.
it's-
As you would say, it's
A
mid.
5's like you're in South Dakota. You're like, it's the 1 o'clock.
And
What's
this is
open?
what we have left
Domino's.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is unfair. This is sabotage, you guys. I compared cheese pizza to other cheese pizzas, which is a small list.
That's fine.
Then you have, okay, are we then saying this pepperoni and bacon against other pepperoni and bacon
Let's-
pizzas?
Give me a
Okay.
7 rated
Yeah,
pepperoni
that's where we
bacon.
go. Let's go. Let's
What's
make
a
it better.
7 rated?
What's the
What's better?
Yes.
Let's set the
What's
table.
better
What's
than-
a better pepperoni bacon pizza?
Oh my God.
Where's Red Rose at?
I don't even
local
think they have bacon.
Yeah.
Because 5 and 6 is
A pepperoni bacon that's better than the one from Sally's.
better than a 5 or 6.
Okay. Jeez. Well, while I'm doing that, Xander, why don't you tell us what you would rate that, and I'll come back to you with my response as to which
So-
pepperoni bacon pizza is better. Go ahead.
I'm a meat lover, so I love the pepperoni.
Pause.
The first one. What? Yes.
Hard.
Whatever. But-
Yeah.
well, so anyways, the pepperoni was amazing. I gotta say, it has those cube pepperoni, which is a different type of pepperoni.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're called. 'Cause I don't know.
Let's
if they-
call them cupped. I don't
They're
know
like cups, 'cause
exactly
they
what
kind
they
of
are.
just boil over
Yeah.
a little cup of
Yeah.
grease.
Yeah.
So they had those, and then the thing is, I also like the sauce of the pizza.
Sauce was good.
So the sauce was good, and I also like the crunch. So that one wasn't as burnt as the cheese one, so I really like that. So that one was kind of falling
Sorry, I'm
apart.
still dying on the inside, you guys. But go on.
No, because that one's kind of falling. I remember when I sliced it off, like the thing was kind of falling apart. So that's why it wasn't as burnt at the outside.
You talking about the pepperoni one?
Yes.
Yeah, like the first one I grabbed, like the ingredients slid
Right.
right off. It was like it was burning.
It just felt like it was still cooking.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that with my pizza, I don't mind if it's like I can wait until it's completely cooked, bring it to me when it's done. But I think when we got that one, it was still literally still cooking because when
Yeah.
you took it out, it came apart.
Yeah, wild.
Then it came the bacon part, and I was like, all right, this is the real part. This is really gonna work because the bacon was visually was a little bit soggy. Like you could tell, I was like, okay, this is what I'm. And as I bite, I was like, yeah, this is definitely it. So it worked.
Wow.
No, like I was like, this really worked. I think it was the crunch of the pepperoni and the semi-sogginess of the bacon that worked really
And the
well.
crunch of the crust too.
Yeah,
Crust,
the crust.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's and the sauce, of course. The cheese that you could say is, it didn't really. I mean, it was cheese. I don't think
Yep.
I really, because of all the meat and everything. So
What about the potato one? What was your rating on that?
that pizza was a 9.6.
Describe it real quick.
Wow.
Describe it.
9.6.
Okay.
And to me, give a pizza
Need that.
9.6.
Yeah.
It was
really-
potato, rosemary.
I believe it had a white sauce.
It had a white sauce. Yeah.
So that
What
right
type
there,
of like potato are we like?
Thin
crispy?
sliced.
It was very thin.
Like a thin sliced potato.
Like all ground potatoes, almost, but like a
okay.
like a bigger disc, not like a little guy, like a bigger disc.
Like
so
covering the whole thing
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much. It
Wow.
was good. It
But
was-
the thing is, I love potatoes. Like if you offer me, do you want to have a bowl of rice with boiled potatoes? I'm always gonna pick potatoes in any form. It could be
Oh, wow. Okay.
French fries, mashed potatoes, wedges. I love potatoes. So I'm a little biased, and that's why my score's a little higher because I love potatoes. But that white sauce, potatoes, rosemary, and then the bacon, grease plus the bacon. Just like the freaking-
Sounds. Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, see, for me, I'm fully in agreement with Xander on this one. It's not lopsided because it was like you don't often see those ingredients on a pizza.
yes,
right?
I agree.
Especially with the white sauce.
And the
yeah,
execution, well, it was perfect. The texture was perfect. This is the only pizza Of the
Okay.
3 that we got, that was like you pick it up and it held its shape. All the other ones like had a flop on it because they were so hot. They were like,
I think it had time to cool off because we
Yeah.
were scarfing down the other one.
we sure were.
So I think I understand where you're coming with your score now. I don't think
Okay.
it has anything to do with the taste. I think it has more to do with the fact that it's bacon and pepperoni. There's
It
so
was
many
delicious.
of them.
How can you choose? Like,
Well, that's okay. I get it. I
It's
get
like
where you're going.
it's available everywhere. So it's like
it's
I guess
there's
I get
nothing
it.
about
I
it
get it.
because like okay, if we're rating all cheese pizzas across the United States, again, Barstool Sports, one bite,
Yeah.
everybody knows. Then it's that pizza against other cheese pizzas that are known to be elite.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Full stop. And then we have everyday pizza. You know, like where you just pepperoni. Let me get a pepperoni hamburger. Like let me get a combination. Right. You don't hear no potato, rosemary, and bacon white. You don't get that. So that's
I
like
tell
a
what you're
special
saying.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cheese is a special experience at that particular place.
Yeah.
Pepperoni.
I get what you're saying. So, but to clear the air
rest my
here,
case.
to clear
Yeah.
the air, where do you rate the pepperoni bacon among its class?
Yes.
Pepperoni bacon.
That's a better question.
To be fair with them, because
That's
to
a
say,
better question.
to say 5-6 to the
But
people
then I have to
watching,
compare it to somebody as elite as Sally's a Pete's.
Not really, because
Kind of.
who else is elite like that? If we're gonna rank it, I think it's an 8-5 because I think anywhere here in this area, a pepperoni bacon's probably not gonna get that high. It's gonna be good.
I
What
agree.
about the spot in Holyoke?
Which one?
I always forget the name of it.
Is it slices?
No, it's pizza.
Pizza the Action,
No, it's
Pizza the action.
Capri,
Capri.
trash.
Wow.
Sorry, that's too much. Sorry. Wow. Overrated.
Hard.
Overrated.
I grew
It's
up
too
on
greasy.
Capri's,
Too
bro.
greasy.
I grew
Okay.
up on that.
I used to work in Holyoke all the time. I used to order all the time. It was good. It was just too greasy for me.
Okay.
I had to the paper towel all the time. It just,
Yeah.
I'm even like a regular cheese pizza. It's just like, where's all this grease coming from?
All right.
Random side note: what has been the best spot to get the best deal on a pizza? That's decent
Best
or
deal?
mid when it comes to size, and you're spending in not too much money, just a good amount. Back in the days when you needed to get some food, you didn't have a lot of money, but you had to go to a place.
Big Y.
Best bang for your buck.
It's a
Big Y's-
decent pizza for
Yes.
in the party size.
Dude, yes.
wide.
I had
Solid.
many.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
it always worked for school functions.
Yes,
We always
yeah,
get big white
yeah.
pizza.
You know who was my spot? Rest in peace, Primo's.
Primo.
What was your?
Pepperoni bacon, bro. I'm
Oh,
consistent
speaking of
everywhere.
pepperoni bacon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not comparing it to
Not the
Sally's.
same. Not the same.
What-
It's I give pepperoni bacon at Primo's like a 7.5, 7.5. It wasn't great. It was good at the cost. That's what it is.
Okay.
It was good at the cost, and it's a hood classic.
Yeah, always.
It's right on the hill.
To get back to you mentioned something earlier about the rating of Sally's. Is it good? You said is it good because everyone was saying it's rated high? This is my second time going to Sally's. I've had this style of pizza before it became like popular through this app, through this Barstool app. I've had another one called Modern Pizza and Frank Pepe's. Similar style, like brick oven, charred, whatever. Yes, it's rated high even before. When I went to Modern
Good.
Pizza, like I told these guys, I went with the church group. We waited 2 hours. I told everyone, I was like, listen, I would wait 2 hours for this pizza. Everyone waited, and at the end, everyone was starving. At the end, they were like, oh, it was worth the wait. A 2 hour wait for this.
That
pizza.
was
So that's the
mod-
next step.
This is
So we
Modern
can't
Pizza.
wait.
I had
can't
Frank
wait.
Pepe. It's the only one I've had.
I like Modern Pizza a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
than,
I think I'm
than
gonna like that a
Sally's.
little better, to be honest. We'll see.
But those three pizzas in New Haven are better than any pizza over here,
Oh yeah.
by far.
Yeah. I like Frank Pepe a lot too. They're good.
Frank Pepper is good.
Haven't had the pleasure. But maybe we will.
Go.
It's right down the same street.
Yeah, the brick ovenness definitely kicks it up a notch. It
Oh,
kicks-
absolutely.
Wow, that just reminded me of was it Emerald? Bam. That guy. Remember that guy? Remember that meme?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Going back. Jeez Louise. Anyway, Mike, how on earth are you, man?
I'm good.
Thanks for going
Yes.
on a journey with us to New Haven.
Yeah.
Yes.
Full circle. We're back. Great ratings, you guys. I don't feel like my comment
I will
was
always laugh
incendiary.
at the 5. I'm always gonna laugh at the 5.
Hey,
I like it.
it was honest. All right.
Hey, man.
Mike, what are you repping there? What are we wearing here?
FAMU. So I've went on this kick of supporting HBCU athletics since I support Tennessee so heavy. So every time I buy a Tennessee piece of clothing, I try to buy a random HBCU. So
I love it.
I can't complain about it without supporting it. So that's
You know what? See,
Yeah.
if more people were like you,
I.
we would be in a much better place as a society.
Yes.
For real.
So
'Cause a lot of people.
FAMU had a great season, and somehow they didn't make the playoffs for FCS. It's wild. So that just happened, and I just happened to have this shirt. So
It's a beautiful green.
it is good.
It is.
It really is.
I was hoping you guys didn't have a green screen. I would have messed that all up.
Actually, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. Can we make that happen, Shannon?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. So maybe later. Oh my goodness. Well, what do you guys say we take a little pause right here? We come back and we talk about the docket here.
Yeah, let's
Sound
do
like a
it.
plan? All right, excellent. Thank you, Shannon.
Welcome back.
Anyways,
everyone.
welcome back, guys. Yeah, we're still talking about pizza. It's because we're hungry,
We're
so
hungry.
apologies in advance.
We're doing this for you guys.
Yes, we're sacrificing our hunger for you guys. As always, we do appreciate you guys stopping on by and listening to us talk shit on this couch. If you're watching on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. You know, do the thing that people do that are on the internet. Also, if you're listening on Spotify, hey, thanks. You can rate it if you want. You know.
And follow it.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Speaking of Spotify, Mike Williams.
Yes.
End of year's coming up, and as avid Spotify users, we get the year review. Like,
Yeah.
here's the shit that you've listened to this year. Oh, by the way, you're a piece of trash. Look at your horrible music. So, like,
Yeah.
it gives you all sorts of like metrics. So just to go around the horn, you're an Apple Music person.
I am.
Xander's a YouTube music person, and then Mike and I are Spotify people primarily.
Yeah, I was about to say.
'Cause I know you got- yeah.
I got them all. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike goes deep.
You have Apple Music too?
I have Apple Music, YouTube, Pandora,
Yo, Mike got money.
Sirius.
Mike got money.
It just, yeah.
He got money.
Mike also a music nerd.
He's a music
Yes, yo.
nerd. Music empire.
King
Yeah.
R&B head.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll challenge anybody.
Wow,
in
this
R&B,
guy
yeah.
is going.
You said you're challenging anyone?
Yeah, in R&B, yeah.
I love the I love the confidence.
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's coming up.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, that sounds like a game show. But anyway, the shout out to the guy buffing the floors. He's our singular studio audience member.
Yes.
We appreciate him being consistent.
Yes.
Right
He's
on schedule.
consistent.
Loyal
He
fan.
is
Loyal fan.
every time. It worked. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. So back to you, Mike. So Spotify. Do you feel like the year in review thing that it gives you is like an accurate depiction of your music taste, or is it like, how did that get there? Sometimes.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, I felt like I was hacked because my number one artist was somebody I've never listened to. So I was like,
wow.
how did this get on here? So maybe somebody had my Spotify login and was using it. I don't know. I was like, I don't even know who this artist is.
Is
And
your
it-
sorry, go ahead.
No, it just kind of made me seem like, I was like, I don't even know who this is.
Do you have your Spotify account like on any like smart system somewhere where you can play Spotify from?
I did. Yeah, after that, I like locked everything down. I changed my password because I don't want my year in review to
yeah.
be whack.
Yeah.
I will say I am jealous. I don't think Apple does like a year-end
They
review.
don't. I'm sure they'll start soon.
They
But
should.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
might.
it's whack.
You
It's
know,
not very interactive.
It's not.
Spotify, the playlist, everything's just
Yeah.
for the user.
you're saying the experience on Spotify is superior?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay, I was just making sure. I wanted Shannon to hear that. Got it.
Hey man, I'm gonna listen. He has all of them, so I gotta listen to him. I've never dabbled in
All
Spotify.
of them but Tidal. Like I had the
Is that still around?
I'm sure it is. It's
What a
just
weird thing.
I haven't met anyone that has title.
New
Maybe like when
Yorkers.
it first came out.
like New Yorkers, I feel have
I think you
title.
gotta be rocking Timbs to like
Yeah,
have title.
you gotta say son.
No, you're
like,
right. I feel like it's very similar
Deadass.
to remember when the big baller brand sneakers were sold out, and I was like, who bought these sneakers?
Yeah.
First of all, there were 500 and something,
Yo.
and they were sold out. I never seen anyone with a pair, like ever. And then I remember they tried to put him in NBA. His son wore them, ripped, done for. He had to go change 2 pairs. And I was
Wow.
like, man, big ball. So I think it's still around, actually, the big baller brand. Actually, it is still around. But I remember that whole phrase when he came out, and he really was really pushing that. It actually worked.
So you're
LeVar Ball-
saying Tidal would have worked, or Tidal worked because it got that same kind of energy?
Yeah,
or-
because it was Jay-Z's,
yeah.
platform.
Yeah, yeah. Without Jay-Z behind it, that would have not. That
Yeah.
would not
Yeah.
have gone anywhere.
He sold it like a long time ago, so I don't
sold
know
it
if
for
like
a lot of money too.
yeah.
Do you think? Well, whatever. Let me not derail. So back to Spotify. So I really do enjoy that. I definitely had my stuff skewed because my account is connected to the speakers at home. So hey Google Play, whatever. It's it's defaults to my account. Actually, I changed. Never mind. This can make me sound. So because of that, Mike, I had to change the speaker to go to YouTube Premium
Yes.
instead of Spotify's, because Spotify's my main, and I wasn't as concerned about my YouTube recommendations. Although,
That can get messed up too.
yeah,
The algorithm's everything.
dude.
Like my daughter
absolutely.
messed my algorithm up when she was 2. I'd bring her to school and she always wanted to listen to this Drake song. So Drake popped up as my #1 artist, which makes me look super lame. Like, I'm no diss to Drake.
Yeah.
But for
course
me
not.
to listen to Drake that much to where he's my 1 is wild.
Yeah.
Bunch of lames out there listening to Drake.
Pretty, yeah.
Bunch of lamos. 21.
Thank you.
Haven't
Shannon.
listened to it yet. How is?
I didn't like it. I spoke about it on the last pod. I listened to almost half of the album, so I got, I don't know, 8, 9 songs in, maybe 10.
Oh, I wasn't in the mood, so I when it came out, listened to the first song. I was lifting,
Yeah.
ruined my lift for a set. Took it right off.
All downhill.
I'm all set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how like you mentioned that you weren't in the mood? Have you ever listened to like a track and you haven't been in the mood and you're like, I can't give it its time right now?
Yes.
I feel like that happens to me a lot of times.
You mean when you really want to listen to a song?
No, let's say like a new song comes out
Yeah.
and you're driving and you heard, oh, Drake came out with 21
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
And let me listen to it real quick. But you're not really in that
Yes.
in that mood.
Yes.
So like your response may be skewed.
Yes.
Does that happen to everybody?
Yeah, and that's why I didn't listen. I was like, I'm not. And the same thing with the Rihanna song. Heard the first note. I'm good.
Which one?
The one that she released on the Black Panther.
Listen, I'm gonna say this.
I heard the first note. I was like, not in the mood for that type of Rihanna.
I don't like it.
It seemed, yeah. Yeah.
I don't like it.
I'm not getting involved.
You like it?
No, I didn't say that. It's very it's very popular.
It's very popular.
Obviously.
It's just because it's Rihanna.
I also think it's popular because it's Black Panther.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had the great Chadwick Boseman not passed away, and this song wasn't, the movie wasn't tied to such an emotional moment, the song would have been mid.
In her time being away.
Her time being away helped it, but her voice isn't a ballad voice. Like
First note.
like
Shannon.
get out of here. Like
Shannon, first note.
Let me out. Like get out of here.
You know how
with
you
that.
hit. You know how you hit it.
Wow.
Hey,
Like-
we're gonna need you to step up.
Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I enjoy Rihanna's like old school stuff. Hey, Mr. DJ, come
Yeah.
on the replay.
Yeah.
Like her voice is like,
that shimmy was pretty good. I'm sorry to
Yeah.
the audio listeners who missed that.
that's gonna be a clip.
What's your thoughts on it?
First of all, I have not watched the movie,
Me either.
so I have not heard the soundtrack. Nor I've listened to Rihanna in years. I think the last song I've listened to Rihanna was that one that you just replayed.
That was one of her earlier.
On the
songs.
replay.
The one with DJ Khaled was fire, and
I'm sure I've
Bryson
heard
Tiller.
your stuff. I'm talking about like
Yeah.
on purpose. Oh, let me check out. I don't remember the last
I don't
time
ever
heard
listen to any of her stuff on purpose.
Yeah.
that. She has some good stuff. I'm like, no, let me. I don't know if that one was the last one.
Like, I'm not a fan of her voice for like the type of song it was. Like, I don't want to listen to her sing.
Rihanna has some, like she had a song with Kanye. What was that song?
I don't remember.
Something Run the World, something. I forgot. No, it wasn't Girls Run the World, not that one. But it was like, something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
I used to actually like that song,
Yeah.
so that something like that. But anyways, enough about Rihanna. Going back to that feeling that you're talking about when music comes on and you're not in the mood. What exactly is the mood? Because the reason why I ask is because sometimes when I'm not in the mood, a song can get me in the mood.
Yeah.
So when are you in the mood? Because, and also it's because when you guys have, I don't have kids, but when you guys have kids, full-time jobs, wives, when do you have time to listen to music? When you be like, hey, honey, kids, music time, don't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you have like, when do you listen to music exactly,
So-
other than in your car?
So for listening to a new album, like, because I'm trying to figure out if I like it or not, I'm listening to it in the car, or if I'm sitting down and editing, like somewhere where like it's gonna, like I can listen to it while I'm doing something else. But a lot of times when I say I'm not in the mood, either I got a lot going in my mind, I want to listen to something I'm familiar with, like to get me like going. It's like, okay,
Comfort music.
yeah, something
Gotcha.
old school, whatever, just to be like, oh, okay, I like it, I'm familiar with it. Or if it's a new album and that first track hits, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute,
Yeah, they get
that
your
can get me in
attention.
the mood. But it's so rare that the first song is like a hit, because most first songs are kind of just like, I don't know, testing the
I get
waters.
it. No, I get you.
To me, it was with the 21 and Drake. It was the week of the killing of Offset, and then the song that I first heard was just 21 talking, and I was like, I just need some more depth than the same old with this going on. So that's the mood. I was just like, I'm not in that mood.
Yeah, I think I remember there was an album that I first listened to, but it was a more musical thing, that PJ Morton we were listening to earlier.
Yeah.
When that first played, that first piano run, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Just because the musician in me was like, okay, let me get into. So that's a little bit different.
That's almost like studying.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. But if it's gonna be like a random, like, I don't know, like whoever, I gotta be in the mood. I gotta give it its due diligence. And even sometimes I've listened to an album, the first listen, let's say I was driving back from Boston or whatever, I give it a listen, and I'm like, it was all right. But like, I feel like my mind wasn't there. I'll give it another run. And then in that second or third run, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
This is a bop. So sometimes I give it a little bit of time to get my head out of it.
I do gym listen, which is kind of like passive listening. And if I'm like, I feel like that's dope, I listen in my office with studio headphones to really get the full depth.
What type of headphones do you have?
I don't know. I think they're Sennheisers or something like that.
Headphones make the biggest difference.
They do,
though. Listen,
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna get
Yeah.
to. But yes, keep going.
biggest difference. I've been using the AirPods. They're okay. They're like
They're good for like
They're good like just all around. The ones I was using before were the Sony wireless. I forgot the
XWF something.
See, these aren't even the ones I have aren't even wireless, and they're like open back. Eddie Saturn, shout out to Eddie Saturn. He was like, "Oh, these are good studio ones." So those are the ones I got. Sennheiser's I don't know the model.
Yeah,
number.
Sennheiser's a good brand.
These
For
microphones?
editing, I use some wired Sony ones they're like very neutral. But the ones I was using, my wireless ones, the noise cancellation on them suckers were top notch. Like
You talking about the AirPods or the Sony ones?
the Sony ones.
Okay, I got you.
I think they were like the X100 or whatever. They came out with the latest version, but I still have the old ones. Like noise cancellation to the point that I was on a plane one time, and I put the noise cancellation on. I couldn't hear the engine. I was just like,
that's
this-
key on a plane.
The only reason I don't travel with them as much is because they're big. They take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
The AirPods,
That's
I
the
bring
thing,
my
man.
Beats. I
carry,
have the
man.
Beats. Yeah.
I have so much like love for the convenience of AirPods or AirPods Pros specifically, because it's just like this daily driver thing. Like you're gonna listen to music, you're gonna listen to stuff. Like having them around for the convenience of just popping in. And that's the thing. Like I think a lot of people argue against like you're getting the Apple one, Why would you get that if you could get this? the convenience factor is so high that it's really like that's what you're paying for, right? But obviously there's other products that check boxes a lot stronger than AirPods, right? So like noise cancellation, like you were saying, like that's a big deal, you know, being able to just have that.
You have headphones that you use?
Do I have? I'm sorry. Say it again.
Do you use headphones?
Yes, I do.
What type of which ones do you use?
So I have some Sonys, some wireless Sonys over the head. Then I also have some earbuds. There's Soundcore that are pretty good too. So I don't have Apple earbuds, the AirPods you guys talking about. So I don't know exactly how good the quality is, but I really do like my Sonys, the over the head Sonys, a couple of the ear. I really do like those.
The Apple ones, I mean, there's some better ones out there. They're just a good they're good.
It's
Solid,
just, if
yeah.
you're in
Solid.
the ecosystem, like
Yeah.
you'd be kind of dumb not
Yeah.
to, because it just works with everything.
That's why I like I had the Beats Fit Pros.
I heard they're similar.
They're amazing, but because they're small and they are Apple too. So
I've realized this. You know how back in the day we used to crack on like the old heads wearing the Bluetooth?
yeah,
I've become that guy.
it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing.
I've become that guy. If anytime you see me, I have one AirPod in.
Yeah.
It's a Bluetooth.
It's a Bluetooth. It's
Yeah.
pretty much the same thing.
It's a Bluetooth.
I've
yeah.
become Bluetooth guy because the AirPods, they'll read out your text messages.
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll like mad notifications. People
Yeah.
call it. Like, it
Yep.
just works. So I'm Bluetooth guy
Yeah.
in 2022.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I do it from time to time. I rarely do it in public. But like, you can't listen. There's nothing I hate more than a person consuming media in public full of
Oh,
volume.
I hate it.
I want to punch.
Or if they're on
like,
speakerphone.
just
Yeah.
no,
FaceTime.
no, we don't.
Why is your ringer on? You know, like
Oh my god, dude, all right. Can we talk about this?
Do it.
Like, this is a real thing. Like, I feel like we've gotten talking about old heads to new heads, right? So now we've taken, to be fair, Bluetooth back in the day was literally just your phone call. Now we consume media at high quality audio. And granted, I listened to like a 25-minute talk on like the limitations of like Bluetooth technology in the AirPods Pro and why they can't get uncompressed audio. It was very entertaining if you're into that kind of stuff. But anyway, sorry guys, I get very excited. What was I talking about?
The Bluetooth technology. how-
sound.
Before
Yeah,
it was just
before
phone
that.
calls.
Phone calls, yeah, okay, yeah. So the old heads used to just use that just for phone calls. Now we've gotten a long way from that. But I love them, man. I can't live without them.
I used to, even before AirPods got popular, I used to wear Bluetooth. I was a young dude with the Bluetooth.
Wow.
But disclaimer, I worked in at AT&T.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh
So
yeah.
like they were like, they gave us one so we could wear it during our shift. And by that time, they just came out with some, I forgot the name of the company, I think Plantronics or something like that. They came out with the new technology that you can listen to music. So because they wanted it to wear the Bluetooth during the shift, I used to just play music.
Yeah.
So I was the Bluetooth guy at work. But then that just translated outside of work too, because I'm like, I can listen to music. So I used to have Bluetooth talking to nobody, just listening to whoever.
I love it, man. I love it. So, Mike, back to music quality studio headphones. We were talking about title before.
Spotify recap.
Man, we like we're way over here. It's fine.
We're offbeat.
It's what we do. We're very good at it.
Yeah.
We're very good. Thank you. All right. So now that we've established that Spotify is the superior music listening platform.
Yes. Yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing. I'm looking for, you know what I'm looking forward to this year?
What?
Thanksgiving.
That's coming up. Actually, if you listen to this, Thanksgiving was yesterday.
It's true. Thanksgiving
Pressure!
was yesterday's.
Yeah.
It's okay. Let's just cut it out. Whoops. Anyway, so Mike, I'm going to start with you, and we'll go around the horn because I think this will be interesting. We're big fans of food here, things that are delicious, traveling to places and eating delicious things. Shout out to, pardon me, rest in peace, Anthony Bourdain. So talking about delicious things, Thanksgiving is coming up. Mike Williams, I'm going to ask you, in the giant pantheon of Thanksgiving side dishes, give me your top 3 sides. You can only have 3. You can only have 3. I know it's a lot of pressure.
It is.
I know it's a lot of pressure.
Because there's so many different cultures.
Top 3.
Top 3.
I know. So I'm
And
like,
it's not even a ranking. It's not even like a rate
yeah,
them.
it won't
it's
be
like
in order.
fit them. What do
Oh,
you? If
man.
you,
Really?
you have this.
You guys really do. I feel like I already have. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you got
I'm
them,
back. Yeah, I feel like I don't.
Throw yours out, yeah.
No. I'm gonna give you guys time.
let me
Okay.
think. Yeah,
Give
throw
us time.
yours
Go
out.
ahead, go
Yeah.
Well, I mean, usually the mac and cheese is usually the one that.
That's on
It's kind of
everybody.
like,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right. I'm a big fan of sweet potato yams.
All right.
Again,
That's 2.
Potato.
That's my 2.
But
put them
that's
together.
like just-
put them together.
So I
that
don't seem like I'm
combination.
That's what I'm
copying
saying,
you.
like that.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't
That's
seem like
all-
I'm copying you.
Yeah.
Those 2, and I'm gonna go black eyed pea white rice. Can I combine the 2?
Wow. Black eyed pea. I
It's
actually
the
never had
southern-
black eyed pea.
it's the
I never
southern
had
in
it,
me.
so that sounds good.
Yeah,
See,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
yeah.
So then, if you're having that, then aside from the, okay, because like you have default base meal, right? So it's going to be either you had a big serving of mashed potatoes, or it was your side. You're having rice, right? Because like there's like the primary like, what's the foundation upon which?
I think for everyone it's different.
Yeah.
okay,
it is.
okay, okay.
For me, yeah.
unpack that.
I don't eat that stuff on
Culturally.
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
None of it.
So is
what
it
I
the-
just named, none of that I eat.
Oh, really? Okay.
what?
Okay.
I don't eat any of it. My family eats that.
What's your plate? Go ahead.
Straight, because I can only eat it once a year because I can't control myself, lasagna and Spanish rice.
Ooh,
My
that's
wife
good.
makes
Remember
it
you said
separately, and I eat it every year, and it's the only time I'll eat it.
Wait.
While
hold
they
on.
eat yams and all that, I cannot eat that. Yeah,
Just stop for a
That
second.
is so left field.
it is. I know
Stop
that's
for a
what.
second. So you have a carb problem. Is that what you're saying? With the lasagna and rice, you only eat it once?
What type
Well,
of
I
rice?
eat Spanish rice.
Okay, a lot.
That-
What type of
yeah.
rice? When you say the lasagna, what type of rice?
Like
White
yellow rice. No, yellow rice. Yeah.
So what, arroz con gandules type
Yes.
rice?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh
my
made
gosh.
by your wife.
Yes.
So the lasagna is like made by your wife also?
Yes. That's my problem. Is the lasagna.
Lasagna.
I don't get full.
So you can just
Just keep
I
it
can
going.
eat.
You're down the tray.
Eat, and then I'm like, wow, I ate too much. But I don't feel like my brain
Yeah.
shuts off. So I say I'm only eating lasagna once a year. And it's gonna be Thanksgiving when no one counts.
Wow.
And I ate a bunch of pie.
So you don't eat lasagna just in Thanksgiving and that?
Thanksgiving Day, and that's it. And the Friday after.
What a
Yeah,
reward.
whatever
though.
leftovers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that is a
And I
reward.
believe you. Trust me, I do believe you.
Oh,
Yes.
it's tough.
No, yes.
Yeah. It's
Wow. So your side, just to be clear, is mac and cheese,
yep.
sweet potato yams,
Yes.
and rice with what was it? again?
Black eyed peas.
Black eyed peas with white
And
rice.
yes, and the reason why is like growing up in the South, that's just like every day. Like I eat that stuff all the time. Wednesday, like just the Wednesday.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
try not to
Yeah,
eat that,
that makes
on
sense.
Thanksgiving because I want something else.
Gotcha.
Okay.
By the way, the third one was stuffing.
Stuffing's fire.
So that's my 3. Is mashed
Okay.
potatoes, because I feel that that's Thanksgiving in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's my 3 sides.
Wow. So, Shannon, are you ready? Because
I think mine are exactly the same as Xander's.
Okay.
I don't eat that stuff often throughout
Right,
the year.
right.
So mac and cheese, the yams, and the dress. The problem is with the stuffing, dressing, depending on where you're from. Not everyone makes it good.
No.
the stuffing.
So-
Oh yeah.
So
man.
I'm
Yeah.
going with like the best, like
Sausages. like-
whoever makes it the best. Like if it's like that's it. Because I've had some bad stuffing before.
dry. Yeah.
Dry, just ugh.
Wow. Yeah.
I would say because the Puerto Rican in me, if it wasn't for Christmas, the third one would be pasteles. But because we have Christmas coming around the corner, I know pasteles is going to be there. So
Yeah.
But
that's why
Is that a
I'm
side?
having that too.
Is that a side?
I'm having it. It is a side.
Yes, I'm having it as a side too.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that number 4 or is that number
Yes.
3? It's
No,
number
it's
4.
4.
I don't.
Okay.
Four.
Okay.
It's for. I don't rank it there because I know it's coming on
It's
Christmas
Thanks- yeah,
regardless.
Christmas Day, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
But it's
I got
coming.
you.
get it. I just had some the other day. Fire.
Man, see, again, if I'm thinking sides, right? Because like it's like such a broad. There's so many things that we could insert here.
Endless.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I had to. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yes.
Like mac and cheese as a side is elite. It's really hard to, and I'm not saying it's number one, but I'm saying like
And
that is a
Okay, yeah,
All right.
It's number one.
But go ahead. But go
As long
ahead.
as it's done right. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
It's done right.
yeah.
It's
I've had some bad mac and cheese.
Yeah, I've had
I
some-
have a theory about mac and cheese before you get there. It's either good or it's terrible.
There is no mid.
There's no mid. It's either
No, no.
great or
Yes.
terrible.
Shout out to my brother Jose. Jose Garrafa. He makes a great mac and cheese. He usually does the mac and cheese for Thanksgiving.
Oh, good to know.
But yeah, shout out to my
Hit
brother
him
for
up.
making mac and cheese.
Wow. You know they make it good if they're assigned it every year.
Yes.
Yes.
They are the expert,
Yeah.
the authority.
So let's hear your ranking.
All right, so I'm gonna say mac and cheese is gonna be on there if I can only pick three, right?
Oh,
And I'm-
yeah, that's what you said.
if I can only pick three,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not counting the turkey. Obviously, that's on there.
No, no,
Turkey.
yeah.
I'm not
It's
counting
not a side.
rice.
No.
That's on there. Am I counting mashed potatoes?
You
That's
can.
a side.
It's a
No,
side.
I think that's a side.
It is it can be both. To be fair, it can be both.
But
It
for
can,
Thanksgiving, it's a side.
Thanksgiving is a side.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's- Yes.
I mean, for us.
When you say
I don't know.
both, what's the
Hold
other?
on.
What's
And when
the
you
other?
say for us, are you talking about mashed potato or are you talking about potato salad?
No, he said mashed
Nah,
potatoes.
No, I'm not talking about potato salad.
Okay.
Potato salad is a different thing.
Okay.
No.
Because that's a whole nother thing. Like, do you put apples in your potato salad? Yes or no?
Don't do
Xander.
that.
To be honest, I never made potato salad.
Okay. When you
So,
have it, do you
when
prefer
I've
the
had
apples
it,
or not?
I don't mind that apple crunch sweetness to it. I kind of dig it.
I agree. I agree.
Listen. Let's
I
just
agree.
let's just step back for a second. Step back for a second. Okay? I'm not saying that's how you should make it. But if you're asking me, Sander, how do you like it? I love the crunch of apples with the slight sweetness
Yep.
of it. It
It's
just
like-
goes really
it
good.
can't be too big. It can't be
No,
big
it's a little
chunks.
chunks. No, it's a little chunk.
Like,
Just
oh,
that-
that's sweet. I can't
yes,
do
that's
raisins.
it. No,
People
no.
put raisins in it.
No, we're not doing that. Let's just stop right there because I don't know who the hell thought raisins and potato salad was a good
That's
idea.
gross.
It is gross.
I've seen it.
I've seen it too, but I just don't understand.
Y'all like
hard
egg
pass.
in your potato salad?
I don't like eggs at all. Eggs are
Same.
trash.
Yeah, I don't like.
I fuck with
I don't want the egg.
Eggs
in my-
are trash.
Eggs are trash.
Trash.
You know
You,
what?
you
Let's
haven't
just-
had
we
Rick's
can't.
egg.
We
Rick's
can't.
I've had everyone's eggs. I had
No, that's okay.
so and
It's just a
so's
thing. I get
grandma's
it.
eggs.
But you can't say eggs are trash. That's just
Trash.
No. No.
We're not going there.
We're not allowing that hot take on
We're
this
just
episode of
giving-
the
Trash.
Offbeat podcast.
Let's get friendly.
So
Yeah.
what?
So back to my top three, and then we'll wrap this. We'll put a bow on it.
Let's
Yes.
get friendly.
I'm gonna go mac and cheese, and let's make the assumption that it's made well. Right?
Yeah.
Just
All is
qualify. Made
top
well.
tier.
Well, I'm sorry. Is it made well when you have it at your house?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I'm just
whoever
saying-
makes it, good for you.
I do like a nice potato salad. I really do like a potato salad.
number two?
I don't mind the apples. But I'm also like not heartbroken if they're not there.
Yeah.
It's
Facts.
fine. It's fine. And then a number three. See, I want to say sweet potatoes because I do like them, but like the rating system, or I'm sorry, the ranking of sweetness varies wildly. Sometimes it can be like a little bit too sweet. I'm like, nah, you overdid it. Give me like a little mild sweet. I like that.
And you don't
Personal
want just the
preference.
yam right out peeled and mashed up. That's pretty gross too.
Not
So,
straight up. No,
yeah,
give me.
you need some.
Put it in a bath.
Yeah, yeah.
Of
Just
Just
something.
little marshmallows on it.
See the marshmallows. I don't mind them, but again, don't overdo it. Because then I'm
No,
like,
because you have the marshmallows. The rest can't be too sweet because the marshmallows is sweet.
Yeah, they bake into
Right,
it.
right, exactly. I'm gonna take for my number three. This might be controversial,
Oh no.
but I will take again. There's a lot of things I could put here, guys. So we could be here all night. But I'm gonna say some asparagus.
Man. I was worried of that or green bean casserole. I was worried.
day,
Guys, thanks so
everyone.
much for joining us today on today's
I was
podcast.
worried.
We appreciate you guys.
I was-
Appreciate you guys tuning in.
You could have said greens. Like,
Stay tuned for the next episode. They'll be up shortly.
And I
That's
like
why.
asparagus,
That's why
but
5.6
that's
was a
not
rating. That's why
going
5.6
top
was a
three.
rating.
If you guys get a chance to listen to this on Thanksgiving, we
That's
hope
a
that
very
you guys
Caucasian
have
answer right
a
there,
beautiful.
sir. Asparagus. It's like,
I'm not going to take it back.
No, it's a good choice.
It's not a good choice.
Not
good.
for top 3.
It's a good choice on Monday.
Yes, with steak or something.
I have actually never seen asparagus on Thanksgiving.
That's wild.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I actually never seen it myself.
Guys,
I never even had asparagus until I was like 22.
I ain't lie, I think I'm with you on that.
Yeah, like
Asparagus.
Talk about, you've been on left field today all day. All night.
I just want to say that in the interest of not boring you guys with the same responses that we got from the entire panel, by the way, that I figured I will go, you know what, let's bring a little culture into the conversation here by adding a little bit of healthy
culture?
I
greens.
said
I'm sorry,
Thanksgiving.
Healthy greens to the
You
table.
could have said green.
You could have said
no.
you could have said cranberry sauce. You could have said corn.
Corn is, no.
You could have said greens. You could have said
Yeah.
ham.
What are greens?
Green
Greens
beans?
are amazing.
What kind of greens are we
Collard
talking about?
greens.
Collard greens.
Okay.
The yellow greens.
Are
yeah.
those green beans?
You could have said macaroni
No.
salad.
Collard greens. Like macaroni salad. I like macaroni
You
salad.
could have said macaroni salad. Oh, there's so many options.
I'm trying to balance my plate.
That's fine.
If I have 3
You
options,
can't do that. There's no
I have
not a
3
Thanksgiving.
Listen, I take cornbread over
I got
asparagus
pasta.
every day.
I got
Dry
potatoes,
I'll
and
take
I got some
dry
greens.
cornbread over asparagus every day.
I got some rice and some turkey, maybe some gravy.
Matter of fact, I'll take an empty space over asparagus every day.
Let's take it easy, okay? I like asparagus.
Get that
I'm
outta
just not going
here.
with top 3, but I like asparagus.
Listen,
I'll
good
use it
grilled.
just to put it
If
right
I-
here in my ear.
It's
as I
delicious.
eat.
I love it. Little sea salt.
Your pee is gonna be smelling like AAA batteries.
Yes. By the way,
For
just
days.
side story, Eddie, if you're listening to this, just thank you for the place that you suggested. But I gotta tell you guys about this sandwich story that Ari took us to. Eddie. Yeah, I believe it's Southampton, somewhere in the Hamptons. I'm not sure exactly. Northampton or Southampton. We get to this spot, nice, cool spot. It has like an old school hip hop place.
East Hampton.
Yes, East
Yeah.
Hampton. Thank you.
The Daily Op.
Yes, great spot. I suggested. Eddie took us there. He said we got to have this asparagus sandwich.
Yeah.
I didn't think in my mind it was gonna be bread and asparagus. I thought something else was gonna come with the sandwich,
Yeah.
like I don't know, any toppings or some meat. But no, it was literally bread, asparagus, maybe something else. It was about $30-something the sandwich, which when I got, I was like, I didn't want to be like, whoa, what is this? And I was like, sure, here's my card. So it was just, I didn't understand exactly the sandwich because it was bread, asparagus, and that was it.
If you're giving me that for a sandwich, I'm calling the police.
But listen, I was confused.
$30.
But I wanted to try it out, the experience. Eddie really enjoyed it. I really wanted to say I liked it too, but I was just like, yeah, I mean, it was good. It wasn't bad. It was good. It had a nice taste. I didn't get it. I didn't get the hype. Maybe there was something else in there that I don't remember, Eddie, and I apologize to say, kid us in the comments, but all I tasted was bread, asparagus, and then the bread also again.
That's highly disappointing.
Daily Op, I'm sure you guys got better things. I'm just not necessarily.
Rick's gonna be there tomorrow. That's gonna be his spot right there.
We're gonna do a rating on them. We're gonna do a review on them, not a rating.
I'm
A
not
review on
spending
them.
I don't know about no asparagus sandwich.
We don't have to do
For
asparagus.
$30.
We can do something else. Right.
It's not a sandwich that I'll pay $30 for. No, like a sandwich, just not one.
That's a meal. That is that's an entree.
It was.
Yeah.
And I didn't really ask. I just went with Eddie's suggestion. I just.
You know what? These things, sometimes you just got to trust your
it
friends.
was a learning experience.
Yep.
Thank you, Eddie.
Well, on that note, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We always appreciate you guys checking us out, liking, following, etc., commenting. You know what? Just share your thoughts and feelings. There's only a handful of folks who actually watch this entire thing. And to those of you who do, tip of the hat, sirs or madams. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. If you're listening to this on Friday, we hope that you had a beautiful Thanksgiving, that you spent some time with family and friends, etc. Xander, any closing thoughts?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, well, I guess that does it for us.